On rare occasions, we get to witness moments of sheer genius. This is not one of those moments. Warning, severe facial and monitor damage alert is in effect. Get out those oven mitts. Push the monitors back out of punching range. And let's light this dumpster fire and have some fun. But back to the measuring rod. So, what you're interested in then, what you're telling me is you're interested in where the crosshair crosses a line on a measuring rod that is a known distance above what the measuring rod is sitting on, correct?
Well, yeah, that's like what it would become one of the pegs of the two peg, wouldn't it?
Right. So, if you drive a tall stake up in the ground and stand the measuring rod next to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you read through your auto level 2 meters. And
yep,
that's the height of the rod above what it's sitting on, right? And it's sitting right next to the stake. Now, what if you put a mark right next to that 2 meter mark on that stake and take your measuring rod away? Will the auto level still show you that you're at that 2 meter mark that you put on the stick or not?
You wouldn't have any way to reference that position to the reference frame, the auto level mark.
Why not? It's exactly 2 meters, exactly the same as the measuring rod was.
Yeah, well, you guy with the measuring rod's moved to another position and you're reading another number now, aren't you?
So you put another stick up. And now it reads 1.75 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Another stick, another mark.
Yeah.
Are the marks on the stick now on the same horizontal plane?
You've gone from 2 meters to 1.75.
Yeah.
That's a slope, right? You've gone up.
No, not necessarily.
The land
may be up and down.
Has risen.
Okay. That's right. The land may have risen.
Yeah.
But the two marks are at the same on the same horizontal plane, right?
The auto level is the one that's measuring it, yeah.
Right. So they're on the same horizontal plane.
Yeah, meaning that the ground has changed, because that's what you're doing. You're referencing that horizontal plane to the ground.
Exactly. So so that's all reference to the point that you have your auto level sitting.
Yep.
As long as you haven't moved the auto level.
Yep. Backsight and foresight.
Yeah, it can be a backsight and a foresight, or it can be a foresight and a more distant foresight, right? I'm not really interested in that though, because
it does go to show this.
I'm back to my same question. I'm still going to be on this question forever until you come up with an answer. If that auto level is perfectly adjusted, and you have claimed it has to be because you did a 2-peg test on it, then it is looking at a absolute horizontal plane, no matter how, and that won't change with distance, will it?
What you can see does, definitely, yeah.
Does that horizontal plane change with distance or not?
The horizontal plane, or what you're looking at.
The horizontal plane that you're looking at.
You realize the horizontal plane.
The horizontal plane is what
you're calling it the horizontal plane, as though there's only one of them.
The horizontal plane, Biv, is the auto level's crosshair. That's the horizontal plane I'm talking about.
The level.
There's that crosshair. All right. Okay, let's try to answer
crosshair is horizontal, yes.
An even simpler thing. Yeah, is the crosshair horizontal? And is that establishing a horizontal plane in any direction you turn that auto level? That's horizontal, right?
You can only measure it within a certain distance. That's like one of the limitations of the tool.
So
that's why we went originally to you know, like we were talking about this Southport thing. That's why we went there, to show you how far you could see over a distance.
And write down a number.
What's
Yeah, I
the
got you.
effective
I'm
range
with
of the auto level.
I'm absolutely with that. But I also know, right, that there are other things in that picture that I could reference. I also know in that picture that the crosshair is right at the top of your head. You know how tall you are, Biff?
Do I know how tall I am?
Well,
yes.
Of course you do. Yeah, of course you do.
Massive.
So if you walk,
how tall was I? 60 odd feet, was it? Or maybe 200 feet.
No, I'd say about an inch and a half. But
you drew me massive.
No, I didn't.
You even labeled it.
Bev. You just misrepresented it. You know you did.
Huge, Bev. You did it.
No. I did not.
In your review of Chikey's
when I was
picture.
teaching you how to use stadium marks, and admit you didn't know how to, when I was showing you how to use the stadium marks, that's what those numbers were referencing. The numbers were referencing the height of Blackpool Tower, not you, Bev.
Wow. But I was the one in the picture.
Doesn't matter.
With
Well,
the
the Blackpool Tower was in the picture, too.
So I thought somebody had told you I was massive.
Blackpool Tower was in the picture, too. That's what I was doing. You know what I was doing. You're just being a dick. So...
Thanks, Blue.
So, if you know what your height is, if you walk 2 miles down the beach and that crosshair is still at the top of your head, what's that telling you?
Wasn't, was it?
Well, what if it would have been?
It wasn't, though, because you should have been able to see that. I think we got a GIF showing it. I don't know what happens. That's why we went there, Blue, to show everybody exactly what happens and what you see when you look too far through these tools.
Yeah, you see that the buildings in the distance are 100 feet below your elevation.
Now, yeah, but they're not,
apparently,
though, are they?
But you know they're not, because
how can they be 100 feet below our elevation?
You've got an ocean right next to you. You've got an ocean sitting right next to you, and you know that building is not 100 feet below the ocean.
Yeah, we all know it's not.
The crosshair is striking the thing 100 feet up in the air. How do you explain that other than
it's in the distance?
The Earth is curved.
No,
you're going to see this. I'll do some nice pictures of this for you. You're gonna love it.
Nice pictures of what?
Of that representation of how that observation was being done.
Wow, you're still going with Chikey's picture from a video that you've not seen.
Oh, you
bet. You don't know why we went there to go and do it in the first place.
I don't care why you went there. I've got the picture. That's all I need.
Okie dokie.
It's going to be marvelous.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah,
so
I predict
drop
really
from your elevation of 100 feet. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that would be one way you could interpret it, is the elevation has dropped 100 feet. But the problem is, it didn't. It can't. You can prove that because you're standing right next to the water. Your auto level is 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 feet, whatever, above sea level. And that building in the distance where the crosshair is 100 feet above sea level.
Right, so it's definitely not measurable as a vertical change from the horizontal plane, then.
That is that's level deviating from the horizontal plane.
That measurable change from the horizontal plane on the vertical datum.
Your level is deviating from horizontal. That's the proof of it.
That's the measurable change. That vertical measurement that you are making. You are saying that's where level deviates from horizontal.
That's absolutely what it is.
That's all, folks.